going to do a quick reading with 3 of each of these decks. 3 cards from each deck. We're just going to see what you need to hear. Honestly, I don't know how quick it will be. I just am not planning this reading, so that's why I just don't know. I say quick, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just I'm pulling 3 cards from each deck, and we'll see what is shared with us that might help or just benefit us in some way. Here's 2. Oh, wow. Okay. So far we have the 4 of Wands. It's all about home, stability, marriage. Some people call it the marriage card. Interesting. We have the 8 of Wands, which is all about movement and sometimes communication. And then we have the King of Cups in reverse. This could be somebody who's possibly moody or could just be this energy of feeling of some kind of maybe message surrounding some emotions that may have to do with the home. Interesting. It's interesting. Okay. I'm actually going to pull another tarot card just to try to really hone in on what this could mean. Okay. Interesting. So the Queen of Cups came out. We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Maybe, I'm hearing inauthentic sharing of emotion. Then the Queen of Cups is here, which almost feels like she's acting as a balancing force. It's interesting. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna pull some cards. Here's the Prism Oracle. I'm going to pull, I guess we're gonna do 4 because it just feels a little more concrete, if you will. Of course, it's not concrete at all. I'm channeling information for you, but, you know. Let's just make sure we have all of these things covered. Strength, along with the 4. This is all about stability, emotional stability. Maybe a message that's going to bring some happiness. Ghost. Yeah, okay. I'm going to let that be reversed. I've never really read reversals in this deck before, but the King of Cups is also so interesting. Okay. Yes. Interesting. It's possible that there is some baggage from your past that is making it really hard for you to express your emotions, how maybe they need to be expressed. With the Queen of Cups and trust here, this feels like you're recognizing that you can move away from this distance, this emotional distance, this lack of connectivity, and this inauthentic way of communicating. This is from your past. This can be worked through. You're moving away from that into a more harmonious, balanced, happy, strong, emotionally strong future where you can speak with integrity because you trust yourself. That's what this feeling is. That's where the balance needs to come. You're used to being maybe emotionally distant, emotionally cold. With the Queen of Cups and trust here, you are recognizing that you do know what's best in the flow with your life, and you can communicate or act in accordance with how you actually truly feel. If you trust yourself in your emotional strength and integrity, that will give you the vitality to move forward towards a more happier kind of existence. Okay. We're going to use this. This is the Rose Oracle. I feel like this reading, this will be a really good deck for this reading because it feels like it does very much have to do with this internal, emotional kind of fulfillment. When it comes to your integrity, I'm really feeling it's integrity, like you are acting and communicating from a more balanced, non-emotional, distant, emotionally present kind of place where you are trusting yourself and your internal compass. Alright, let's pull 4 of these ones as well. Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call, gather. Sorry, they're kind of cut off. That's okay. Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. I do think definitely there is movement towards a fresh start and a positive outlook, especially when it comes to moving more into a space of integrity and out of a space of disconnection and lack of happiness. So we're moving into a positive mindset. We also have the reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. It's also possible, this is coming through, that there is some kind of collaborative thing happening emotionally. Maybe you are getting married. Maybe you are interacting with a water sign. I'm definitely feeling big Cancer vibes. Maybe there is some kind of strengthening of a bond that you may have felt a little disconnected, but there's a strengthening of that bond from both parties beginning to trust themselves and act in accordance with what they want for the future. Maybe there's an awakening and a recognition within two people about where they're headed, and that creates a dialogue full of more trust between the two of you and full of more happiness and integrity in your relationship as well. I'm feeling pretty strong for some people that there is a conversation coming that is going to add an increase awareness of where you're headed as a couple for some people. I'm going to pull one more of these Rose Oracle cards since we only pulled 3. The Breathing Rose, heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. I'm really feeling like for some of you, there is some kind of connection. It could also be, since I was feeling Cancer energy, maybe not a romantic relationship, maybe a conversation with your mother, maybe conversation with a caretaker, a nurturer of some sort. That's possible. But I'm really, really feeling an emotional conversation that deepens a bond, and I personally am feeling it. It's probably romantic, and it is increasing, strengthening your relationship and increasing the trust that you have in each other. That is what I'm seeing here, but I do kind of want to know if there's any more messages. So I'm just gonna pull some more tarot cards. See if there's any last messages. It is a pretty quick reading, but I think for whoever does find this, I think what is being super emphasized is there is a connection here that has awakened the higher divine aspects of you and another person who you're probably in a relationship with. Yeah, here's the Page of Cups here, okay. We have Justice. Okay. The High Priestess. Okay. I'm seeing that there is communication for sure that's going to take place. That is going to, it's going to get to the bottom of any issues that are preventing this level of strength and trust in your relationship. And you're going to actually open each other's hearts and increase each other's intuition. There's a huge emphasis for me here about the emotional state of both of you being a little disconnected. Or maybe one of you, maybe the more masculine party is feeling a little emotionally disconnected, but it could be however the relationship looks. There is one party or both of you that are slightly disconnected, not just from each other, but also from your own intuition. And what this conversation or situation or the way this is going to play out is that you're going to seek equality and justice for the things that were not working out. Lack of communication. Maybe you're going to cover like what love languages you have. And in this conversation or in this scenario, you're going to open each other's hearts and increase each other's intuition. And while that happens, you guys will be so connected that the strength, integrity, and trust you have in each other is just going to increase tenfold. And for some of you, there is a proposal in the future. I just have to say that. For some of you, there is this feeling of a deeper commitment that seeks to be fulfilled after a period where your relationship is going to just dramatically increase in strength. I think that's going to happen before marriage, if that's what this is saying. I want to see the bottom of the deck. All right, the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So there's a communication taking place between both of you. It doesn't even have to be verbal. It could just be an understanding that is going to take place between the two of you that is going to clear out the negative, dark, painful things from the past. These ghosts that are creating a disconnection in this connection, in this relationship. Anything that is causing this imbalance or disconnection, you're getting to the bottom of it. This is healing. There's a huge healing, heart healing that is happening here. I just want to look at this again, the breathing rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases. There's going to be a period in your relationship where you realize that there's only moving forward. We can't move backwards. Backwards in the past, there's trust issues, disconnection, dissociation, lies, secrecy, possible manipulation, one person pulling strings and the other one acting like a fool or a puppet. I see that that is ending, and in this relationship, you are healing together. There's a huge sense of healing together and growing in integrity. That is a big thing. And if it's not a relationship, again, this could be internal work. This could be really just in one person, healing their trust issues, getting to the bottom of these ghosts and growing strong in themselves. I see that as well. But the vibe that I am picking up, I'm curious what's under this. Perseverance. Ooh. Okay. I am feeling that some of you gave up on love, probably went through a bad breakup, felt like your world was crashing, felt like you've been working so hard, and you kind of got stuck there. Oh my goodness, there's the Fool. You kind of got stuck in these limiting beliefs. This is limiting beliefs. This is what I pulled out over here. So it felt like you were fending off negative thoughts constantly of I can't trust people. I can't trust people, and it was making you feel weak. But now this one, the Fool, comes out here. It really feels like this conversation, this trust is going to be gained after you release those limiting beliefs, open up your heart, have faith in the universe, and just take a step in your own path, Take a step trusting the universe, and trusting yourself, and trusting your intuition, and then you grow and connect with this other person, possibly a new person, possibly someone you've been with for a while, but it's a deepening of that connection, and you're healing together, and possibly getting married in the future. If nothing else, you're just growing very strong as a couple. That's what I'm seeing. Again, it could be just in one person, but the vibe I'm feeling is a couple. I hope that made sense. I hope, let me just show you these cards again. I really, truly hope this meets you where it needs to, and I hope the message lands exactly how it needs to for your benefit. Thank you so much.